Welcome to the Pretty Red ENT show. It's your girl goddess Naquita, aka Pretty Red ENT. And if nobody told you they loved you today, just know that goddess Naquita, she loves you today, okay? Guys, and I'm thin. I'm a woman, men, however you identify. I don't know so many pronouns out there, but I'm sending so much love and light out to all these planets that's coming out of retrograde and just the transitions, like, because this energy be loud some days. So I just want to say, like, I'm sending love and light out to everybody in the transits, like, because we need to, okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay, beautiful people, how are you doing? I missed you so much. I've been waiting to do a podcast for this time only. I've really been waiting to do this podcast because, well, for a lot of reasons. Like, I just wanted to make sure that, I got the right thing going on, and I can really tap in and tune in so I can let y'all know what's going on because, let me tell you. So I want y'all to pay attention to the people around y'all. For some odd reason, like when Pluto stopped retrograding in Aquarius, I just seen everybody was sick around me. When I say everybody was sick around me, everybody was sick around me. And people be like, you know what? That's just nah. I don't believe in coincidence. Some things are meant for you to see so that way you can open your eyes to see what is going on and who is doing what, when, where, and how. Because I just feel like it's needed, right? Like a lot of people are like, what do you mean it's needed? Like, yeah, it's needed. Sometimes you got to sit back and go within and just watch your picture. I remember my old pastor back at home, shout out to him, Theodore Freeman, okay? He said, sometimes you can't understand a picture because you in the picture. Sometimes you got to come up out that picture and look at yourself so that way you can see everything in the picture. You can see the background, you can see the people, you can see the things that's here, there, the items placed here. You got to come up out the picture in order to see it. And so when retrograding stops and it moves forward, that's when it goes through and does this little spin and pulls you out so that you can just get rid of all the stuff that you don't need in that picture. So that's how I view that, right? So with Pluto going retrograde in Aquarius, I feel like it was a beautiful time because that retrograde, it'd be like, what is going on? I needed to move forward. Especially the Cardinals ass. We'd be like, nah, bro, we need you to stop going retrograde and just keep moving forward. But I just feel like you gotta pay attention to the things that are around you because they're there for a reason. They're there to alert you, especially the deeper things. Like when you be wondering, like, what's going on here? You gotta sometimes open your eyes to see that, right? Because Saturn done moved back into Pisces. And that retrograde stops in 2 weeks, November the 7th. I'm waiting on that one. When I say I'm waiting on that one, yes, I am. I'm waiting on that one, baby. Yes, when I say I'm waiting on that retrograde to stop. But then on November 9th starts in 2 weeks, you have Mercury in Sagittarius. So I feel like the warrior, what are you willing to fight for? Like every time I think about Sagittarius, they're the warrior of the zodiac sign. So to me, that's like, what are you willing to fight for? Like, are you fighting for the things you need to fight for or not? So this is that time where you're going to have to reflect on how you can communicate in a healthy way to your needs when you need to stand up and fight for yourself. You got to understand, Sagittarius are the guarders of heaven. That's what they fight. They are the people who's outside fighting in front of heaven. So if you think about that in the sense of how you communicate, how do you communicate when people are mistreating you? Do you know how to communicate healthy or not? And so if you take this time and use this energy to really go within to say like, hey, this energy might be showing you where you need to fight for yourself at. And it will keep coming up until you learn how to do it. And then once this retrograde move forward, hey, that's all I would tell people. Work with the energies. Don't go against it. Because you go against it, it's going to keep putting you in those same situations until you learn how to speak up for yourself in a healthy way, right? So we also have Jupiter going into retrograde in 2 weeks, November the 11th. So I'm ready for that one too, because that's like, okay, like how it's in Cancer. Cancer is the mother sign. It's also the sign of the USA. So I expect some things to be going on right there. So I just feel like take the time out to really dig deep within yourself. Mars in Scorpio ends in 1 week, guys. You know, if you've been like, Scorpio goes down, and Mars is about aggression, passion. Like you want that deep, like Scorpios are deep. They're the farthest planet away. So you think about that. Mercury also moves into Scorpio on Monday. So communication should be deep, cutthroat. You know, Scorpios will sting you. They don't play no games. Also, you know, I want to make sure I mention some things that is real important because Pluto right here, Neptune is in Aries. And, well, not yet. Well, Neptune will move back into Pisces November the 30th, all the way to March 30th. So y'all got to be ready for these waves of like deep emotional. Neptune, I mean, to me, when it comes to hits Pisces, I feel like Pisces is a spiritual sign when they are a zodiac spiritual sign. So it's like dig deep within in that water and go within and try to figure that out. It's going to be like, Neptune is like kind of like a dreamy planet somewhat. And it's like, what are you dreaming about? What are you thinking about? How can you bring this into action with water? How can you tap more emotionally to get the job done, what you want done? I'm just trying to make sure I keep y'all updated. All my astrology people, because then I start going to talk about what I want to talk about. But all my astrology people, that's the main thing I see that is kind of like coming up. That's like, it's a little toxic, little energies that I feel like just looking like, we still got chronic in Aries. It lasts for 2 more years. Uranus is going to be in Gemini still. So a lot of planets are coming out of retrograde, which is a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. So guys, like, I just want to make sure that you stay tuned to what's really going on, how you feel about things, or not feel about things, but if you are being truthful with your feelings, you know. Mercury retrograde, you know, it's the time of the exes. Some exes might want to come back, fight for your love, you know. Stand your ground. I know everybody, I don't know if you watch The Perfect Neighbor, but if you are a person of color, especially if you are black, okay, especially Black American, that movie, that Perfect Neighbor might trigger you a little bit. Even the white people, that might trigger you out, because some of y'all are actually tired of what people be doing too. And so I feel like people need to watch The Perfect Neighbor. It's crazy. But it really explains some things about our justice system that is in, like, are you serious? If that was a black older woman saying that, y'all would have yanked this woman up, put her in cuffs, and we would have to fight for it because the way you treated her. This white woman, y'all let her just do whatever. She shot that black woman, period, point blank, on purpose. Because she stays around kids. She should have been in the woods by herself in a box, like in a box house. Like, you don't need to be around anybody if you can't take that. You stay in an area with kids. Stop playing with me. Uranus is still going to be retrograding in Gemini to January, by the way, people. But Mercury in Sagittarius just goes retrograde to November the 29th, guys. So you got to make sure if you're talking to these exes and you don't want to talk to them, make sure you're communicating that, like, I don't want you, and fight for you. It's inevitably you're fighting for you, standing your ground. Like, I don't want you. Why you keep calling me? You call me every Mercury retrograde. What do you want to say? Get this off your chest now or forever hold your peace, because other than that, you're block. It's so crazy, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm not picking up the phone for none of y'all. You like, like, what do you want? I am off the market. What do you want with me? It's impossible that you want something with me, right? Just throwing it out there. But, guys, but I want to talk, people, I want to talk to you about something that's very dear to my heart. I want to say this to y'all. At times when you feel like don't nobody show up for you, I feel like you need to show up for you, no matter what. Like, and some people be like, what do you mean you got to show up for you? You have to show up for you more than anybody else shows up for you. Because if you don't show up for you, nobody else is going to stand up. Like, nobody else is going to show up for you. If you don't stand up for you, ain't nobody else going to stand up for you. I recently was in a situation where I sometimes, I don't know, I just feel like the universe puts me in spots. Like, universe is like, hey, look, I got some people over here. This happens here. I know that you're going to say something. So I'm going to place you here so that way you can say something. And I go over here and I'm like, hey, like, like, I kind of found that to be a little bit offensive. Can we work on like being culture appropriate? And then people be like, what do you mean? I'm like, culture appropriate. Like, to me, I study psychology. So the real thinking to this in the mind of everything, I'm thinking to myself, like, why can't you sit up here and have a conversation without like thinking I am being aggressive? That's one. Two, I am condemning you. Or three, like, just attacking you is the word that I want to use. You can have a conversation with a person without attacking them. Like, hey, I'm having a conversation on love, and how you bring love to the forefront of the situation is just by stating like, hey, like, I come with you in love. Like, hey, I just don't like what I seen, what I watched, or the actions that was taken. Can we work on what to do next? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't like that. It's really about recourse. Like, okay, like, I understand this happened. I really don't want excuses. It happened. You can't take it back. How can we work on this moving forward? Can this never happen again? And sometimes people come at you and they think that it's a situation where you're attacking them and you're condemning them, when actually it's not me condemning you. It's actually love that's condemning you. Because if you didn't understand the love that I had enough and courage to even come and speak to you and tell you like, hey, something bothered me deeply to my soul. Like, I can't sit up there and say that it did not, and come out and speak to you about that. And love. A lot of times people don't listen to comprehend, but they don't also listen to love a person to understand what they are saying too. And I think that takes patience, passion. People think they're like, what do you mean passion? How does passion have anything to do with listening? Passion has everything to do with listening. If you like something, if you have passion for playing basketball, you will listen and watch everything that goes on. And that's passion. Like, a lot of people don't understand, like, a lot of definitions apply to a lot of different things, right? So that's passion and listening. Like, I really want to listen to understand you because I am passionate to hear about what you are talking about. Like, I am deeply involved. Some people are not deeply involved, and the passion of loving someone else outside of themselves and hearing them out fully Like, but no, I want to hear what you got to say. I'm one of them friends, like, yeah, if you don't like what I'm doing, tell me now. Don't tell me later. Tell me when the action first go on so that way I can work on it. We can grow. We can love each other. We can move forward. We can't move forward if you lying. I mean, that's just being honest. People don't understand that. You cannot move forward if you're lying about how you feel with a person. How you really deeply feel about them. Like, you know what? Blah, 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 blah. Like, no. Like, friendship, intimacy, you know, like if you're married to somebody, if you're not, like if you're in a deep relationship with someone, how can you be transparent with somebody enough to say like, hey, like, I don't like this. Can we talk about this behavior? Can we work on it? Like, what can we do to move forward in love? And so I just wanted to tell y'all my situation that happened. So recently I have to participate in something. And so I wanted to participate, but the speech that was given was very, when I say this white man was very racist, I mean, the racist tone with everything he said. And people be like, like sometimes when you take stuff, you take it deep. I'm watching this. I'm investing my time. So of course I'm going to take it deep. You need to watch what you're saying because people don't just sit here. I actually pay attention. I actually like doing what I have to participate in. So there's a difference if I don't like doing it. And I got to still participate because I have to. Like, I'm not going to pay attention to what you're saying. No, I'm going to go ahead and move on about my business, do what I got to do and move forward. But the issue is I actually like what I'm doing. So I want to know, like, what am I watching? What am I being entertained by? And when I tell you, like, this person was just culturally inappropriate, but not only that, I think it was very insensitive about the joke that the man made about people making license plates. I'm like, they can't be serious. No, I ain't just hear this man make fun of people that make license plates in prison and compare slavery to that. Like, we already know it's slavery, right? Like, but it just don't sit well with me. And I'm a person like, yeah, I went home, I cried. Y'all know I'm sensitive, you know. I admit my flaws. And I don't even think it's a flaw. I really think it's a superpower. Being sensitive enough to feel and love. Like, I want to love on purpose. I want to love deep. Why not? I ain't got nothing to lose. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to waste my time giving you half love. If that's the case, I won't do it at all. Like, if I can't love you deeply 100%, I'm not loving you at all. Like, there's no in between with me. You either get the whole thing or you don't at all. So I say that to say that, like, I really took my time and passion out to really express, like, wow, like, I didn't like this, you know, like, you know, and it wasn't just like, hey, like, culturally, this wasn't and I cried all day. I mean, all day. And then I still had to go do something else. So I cried again. And I ain't even complete my homework that day. I was so deeply disturbed in my spirit that I couldn't do anything else besides think like, wow, like, I couldn't believe I just watched this and these people were okay with it and laughing. I don't find nothing to be funny at all. Not a single thing. And some people be upset at me and I'm like, I can't sit up there and say like, it's okay with me because it's not. Y'all might have thought it was okay because you not looking from it at a perspective of everybody that was there. You look at it from a perspective of personal. And then I had another person that was in the room with me meeting. Mind you, I'm in there meeting with like 4 or 5 people. The one person was like, oh my gosh, like, are you just saying that I can't speak about slavery because I'm white? I never said you couldn't speak about slavery because you're white. I just said that you can't understand the mentality because you never experienced it. You or anybody in your family. It's no disrespect. Like, you can't tell me about the mentality. Black Americans are still healing from things that happened thousands of years ago. So you can't experience that and you don't know that. experience because you never went through that experience. So when you're taking something, you're trying to compare that, you need to make sure when you're comparing that you actually make sense of what you are comparing and what you're not comparing. So make a long story short, guys, because y'all know I don't fake the funk and I don't kick the funk. I was just like, I just want to see if can this never happen again? I just want to let you know my experience. This man asked, hey, let me know how you felt about it. I'm like, all right. And I never had an opportunity to tell him about how I felt about it. Not saying that anybody was like it. I'm just saying it was just horrible. It was nasty. It was distasteful. What do you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to say? I had a good experience. It was all right. Yeah, I understood what the guy was trying to say, but it missed me. There was nothing that he could say in that exact moment to make me understand how he felt a slave mentality was, how people in chains actually is. There's nothing he can tell me that can make me understand, knowing that he is white, that he can do that. I'm like, no. So it was just a thing where I'm like, hey, it wasn't personally, y'all, can we not watch this video again? You didn't get up there and say the speech. This man did. I don't have energy towards you. It's him. But I just don't want to watch something like that ever again. It was very distasteful. It was very disencouraging. And it's also insulting to my family. I'm also Black American, so I really kind of care about that. When they talk about slavery, they don't talk about slavery anywhere else besides America. It's the most traumatic thing that people talk about that has happened because Black Americans are vocalized about that. This is what happened to my ancestors. This is what happened to us. People still are traumatized by what has happened. And it's okay to be that, but it's not okay to offend people culturally. I'm one of them people you got to know what you're saying, to who you're saying it to, and why. And I don't know. To me, I feel like I did a very good job because it was I'm standing up for myself. I didn't want to see it. I think it was distasteful. If you felt like I'm calling you a racist, then that's how you feel in the inside. That's not what I said. I'm just saying some of the things you said was kind of racist. Dude was talking racist. What you want me to sit up there and say? I was offended. I could not, it was just bad. So I take this situation and I want you to apply it to a situation that you have been through. Maybe you're at work and you're dealing with a situation where your boss might talk to you crazy, or they might just say some disrespectful things and make jokes about disrespectful things that I don't take. That's not culture appropriate. How can you speak up and fight for yourself? Because that's what this Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is all about. How can you be in a setting, a proper setting, or wherever you are at in your environment and speak up for yourself with love? You can be a lover, but also be a warrior too at the same time. You can be vulnerable. You can be open. You can do all the things that they say that you can do, but you don't have to lose who you are in a way of standing up for who you are either. Some people would tell you, yeah, this is what happens. You lose yourself sometimes. No, you don't lose yourself. You only lose yourself when you're doing things that other people want you to do, when you're living standards by other people's standards. You need to live life by your standards. You inevitably are accountable for everything you do and say. Can't nobody make you say or do anything that you don't want to do. You can't give somebody control over yourself like that. That's a you thing. That's something that you will have to work on. Can't nobody work on that besides you. So how can you fight for yourself in situations where you feel like you need to fight for? Prime example, when it comes to relationships. And I know people you've been talking about relationships because it's a big theme this year. Okay. Leave me alone. Obviously, collectively, spiritually, physically, and mentally, it is a big theme. It wants you with the right people. The universe is tired of situationships. They're tired of all this energy. This is outside energy. It needs to come with love energy. This is the energy that is blowing in. Uranus is bringing this. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right. Ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide. Hey, I'm trying to find you. Okay. Boom. The whole thing about this whole situation is about like, how can you speak up with yourself in this relationship? Are you getting the things that you want? Do you really want this relationship? Are you fighting for this relationship? Like, and sometimes a lot of men go through a lot of physical and verbal abuse from women. Are you standing up for yourself? Like, not taking how this woman is talking to you? Like, hey, like, look, I don't like the fact that you sitting over here cussing me out every other day. Like, what is you doing? I don't like that. Like, are you standing up for yourself in your relationship where you're like, you know what? I kind of don't want to be here no more. Can we just depart and call it truce? Like, I'm fine with that. Right. And so a lot of times people, you got to take the time out to really, 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 really love yourself enough to speak up for you. Are you fighting about the things that you want to see get done? Like, you know that you've been wronged. How can you fight for that? How can you show up for yourself? A lot of times people don't show up for themselves. They show up for everybody else outside of them, besides them. Show up for you first. On the airplane, they said you must put on your mask first before you try to save somebody else, right? You can't save nobody else if you ain't saving you. Stop looking outside of yourself and look inwards. It's all about how you feel in the inside and what is there. If nothing is there, how can we place something there so that way you can go back to being who you are in the inside? You owe yourself that much. Some people be like, no, you shouldn't do all that. You should just worry about other people. No, you need to worry about you first. Worry about you first and then fix everybody else. I'm on a mission, a personal mission for myself where it's like people be like, oh yeah, I ain't never heard you talk like that. Yes, I'm on a revenge tour for me. I'm always on a revenge tour for anybody that I love. Please believe I'm an Aries every day, all day. Y'all might feel a lot of earth energy. You might feel water some days. You might feel air. Ain't got nothing to do, baby. I'm a fire sign, a real one. So of course I'm going to stand up for me. But when an Aries is determined and they're not backing down, like I choose me, I'm standing up for me more than anything else. Like, you cannot come up against me and think that you gonna win this war. I am the god of war. Chill. Pause. Take a minute to sit down and think about what you're doing before you enter this interaction, because I'm on a revenge tour for myself, which means it's personal. And I take that personally. So it's more like I'm willing to go to war with you without thinking twice. So I want you to know that, so that way you know exactly what you're getting involved in, to say like, hey, I want to do that. I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to leave you alone. Like, people be like, oh, would you go to war? No, I would not go to war with myself. Like, brother, I'm like, no. Aries people, we don't get tired. We just don't get tired. Like, we ready. But when you get an Aries that has hit another level, and especially on a revenge tour, and not even like, I'm not even so much, because I use the revenge tours for a revenge, because people think about revenge in a bad light, like it's dark energy. I use my revenge as it is light, and I use it for the good. Like, I am standing up for me. I'm speaking what I need. I am doing this, that, and this. And I'm willing to go to war over it. You're not going to win because I'm choosing me. I'm choosing my heart. You can't out-choose that. If you're not choosing your heart, then you're not choosing anything at all. You have to listen to your heart. Your heart is the main thing that has always right. Your mind's going to give you different options. Your heart's going to lead you to the path you need to be. How you need to do it. Where you need to grow at. How you need to see it. There is nothing more important than listening to your heart. Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The 5 heartbeats, okay? Okay. Y'all ever watch 5 heartbeats? If y'all haven't, y'all need to go watch that. That is a Black classic, first of all. But I just want to say that, like, you got to learn how, as people, learn how to stand up for yourself even when you feel like you don't. You could be in a situation where you're at work and your boss wants you to take a better position. I don't want to take that. Like, I'm not going to get different pay. Why would I take that to do more work and not get paid? That's crazy. No, I'm not doing that. I just want to live in my bubble and continue to do what I'm doing so that way I can move forward and be good. Like, but if you know that they're trying to put more responsibilities on you compared to what you can handle, then that is something that you need to express. Like, I need help and I don't want that. That's too much for me. Sometimes you got to know when to check out. Fighting is when you sometimes fighting, guys. I wanted to make sure y'all understand. Like, when I talk about fighting, y'all know how I feel about that. But I know when to check out too. I know when it's time for me to leave this scene. Okay. Now with Aries, we're one of them people we can paint. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. She paint the town red. Okay. We paint it red, burn it down, and we don't think about it later. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, maybe we shouldn't have burnt that down. But we did anyways. It's all right. We gonna still keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing. You got to know when to check out in a situation and when to stay. Sometimes you can stay in a situation so long to the point where you get comfortable, but the universe is like, this is not where I want you at. So the universe is going to do and send little signals to you like you need to leave. This is going to happen. 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 And it's like back to back, back to back. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I'm ready to go. Like, and this is because the universe wants you to speak up about your needs. The universe wants you to do something different. And this is where I feel like fate and destiny plays a role in this too. Fate and destiny, like, we need you over here. You know, destiny's going to give you that little light bump on the butt. Like, here, bump. Fate's going to push you over there. So I feel like you got options. I got options, you know. But sometimes when you pick up that call and you hear the calling of your heart and you listen to it, all of it means is just that when fate and destiny come to see if you are doing the things that you need to do and you're on the right path, it just blesses it more. Like, just stand up for yourself and don't stay in a situation where you know that it's not okay for you. You don't like it over there. You want to go somewhere else. Don't stay there. And it's okay. It's not that you're quitting. It's that you know when to fight and when to fight somewhere else. Like, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. When to fight and when to fight somewhere else. You know, like, yeah, I was fighting here. It was all great. I'm good. It's time to wrap this up. We're done. I'm going to go ahead and walk somewhere else. And I'm going to fight here because I feel like I'm wanted here. This is where I want to be. This is where I need to be. Some people tell you, you don't get the things you want. Yes, you do get the things you want. You also get the things that you need. Okay. And it's okay to do both things. Some people say, what? Trey said, but ain't you supposed to eat it too? Right. You got cake. Why won't you eat it? That's dumb. Okay. Just throwing it out there for anybody, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But just in general, like, you have to take this opportunity to really know when it's time to fight somewhere else and when it's time to fight here. Take that time out to say, like, is this worth fighting for? Should I speak on this or should I not? Is this going to serve an issue or is this not? Because sometimes some people need awareness, right? And mentioning things can bring awareness. I'm a true person of a true conversation of just love, peace, and light. And so when I do this, I always think about, like, how I can bring more light and more love and more sensibility to things in space. So that way I don't have to tone myself down to be acceptable in somebody else's light. Like, I don't care if you like me or not. As long as I like me, I'm willing to fight behind that. Yeah. What's up? But can you fight? Yeah, I know my little thing. But can you fight? Okay. But you got to learn how to stand on your 2 feet. But you got to know, like, how to speak up about the things that you need. Like, okay, like, you know that you, prime example, because this is a great example, because my friend gets so upset at me when I bring this up. Let's drop this. Shots fired. So we can be out somewhere and I can be like, one time we was in a hotel room and I didn't like the room we was in. She's like, okay, but it's okay. Like, we can stay here. I'm not staying in this room. She's like, well, you're just bougie. No, it ain't about being bougie. If I'm paying for it, if it's not right, I'm not staying in it. And she was like, she's like, you kind of got a point. Right, I got a point. Like, I care about me. I can't do that. So every time something goes on, like we could be out to eat or anything, and she'd be like, oh my gosh, she'd be so nervous. She's like, you're not ready. Like, we'll pull up at McDonald's. We go get the McDonald's app. And I'm like, okay, boom. And she would be like, hold on, like, let's order the food first and then pull up. I'm like, man, pull up and tell them to hold on. I'm not about to wait and then get in line all these cars here. No, we're here right now. Pull up. Like, what? They ain't got nothing else to do? Pull up. It's only a few seconds. I'm not about to wait. Then do that. Like, I've already been trying to order the whole time we've been going here. But I'm not about to take my time out and do that. Like, no, I'm just about to just order my food. Like, hey, I got a code. Still the same amount of time. No way how you look at it, it's still the same amount of time. If you would have stopped, pulled over, got back in line, you probably would have had to wait a little bit longer. But she's just like, oh my gosh, you do that. And then, like, if my fries are not, she'd be like, if the fries come out of McDonald's and the fries are cold, I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. I waited, especially if I waited too. Oh, no, my fries are cold. Do you think you can give me some fresh fries, if that makes sense? I'm like, hey, I've been waiting. That means I don't know if my food's been sitting here for a long time, but I really would like some fresh fries. You know, and it's people, I'm like, it's the tone. I'm not saying like, hey, I didn't say it all rude and nasty. Like, hey, can I get some fresh fries? Like, I paid for it. I waited my time. If you pay for something, you should always get what you deserve. Like, you put your time and effort into something, you should always get it. And if you're not getting it, you need to express that and fight for what you want. Fighting doesn't always mean you're fist fighting. You got to be angry. It's just like, no, where's the warrior at in you? Can you be vulnerable enough to speak up for yourself? Can you be open enough to speak up for yourself? Can you be in a situation where you can actually speak your needs and what is important to you? So that way you don't have to sit over there and deal with that situation anymore. Hey, because sometimes people toll with you. They just want to see you say something. Like, I want to see this person express to me their needs because they know you have an issue with it. Some people do that. I ain't gonna lie and say I wasn't one of them people like, okay, I know that you kind of got an issue with this. I'm gonna see how long until you say something to me about it. I might mention it to you like, this doesn't get on your nerves. Like, you be like, no, you know, like, yes, it does. Just say it does. So that way we can move forward in love. What are we doing here? I need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that. Some people need that. I'm a big person on accountability, all of that. But I really feel like, guys, especially with this Mercury retrograde, is such a serious. Y'all know, y'all Scorpio people it's gonna affect y'all. Y'all gonna feel that. Sagittarius people gonna feel that too. Like, how can you communicate exactly what you need in love and not back down from that? There's nothing wrong with communicating your needs. Like, hey, but the warrior in you needs to know when to fight and when to walk away from a fight too. Do you engage in the heated argument, or do you walk away, or do you continue in love? Like, I don't want to be hateful. I don't hate you. I don't hate nobody. Like, that takes too much time and energy out of my day to do that, you know, like, but I will fight for the things that I love, and I'm willing to express that in a way that's healthy. And so if there's anything I can prepare you all for, that's going to happen for November, the whole month of November is dancing, okay? Bow. Is, yes, we have Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. And what I have learned over the past years is, like, Sagittarius are warriors, but they're also like real lovers. Like, in like, you got to find a balance in that. And see what you want to fight for and see where you want to stay, where you don't want to stay. Are you willing to express what you need? People don't know what you need if you're not expressing it. People don't know that they're even, sometimes people play like they dumb, like they don't know what they're doing. But sometimes you have to come out and express, like, I don't like that, because some people want to hear you say that. So that way they can know not to play with you like that because you called them out on it. Half the time, some people just play with you like that because they want to, because they feel like they can do that. But once you call them out on it, they know that, hey, they realize what I'm doing to them. So that way you know how to move forward. There's nothing wrong with speaking up for yourself, loving you, being truthful, doing the things that you need to do to inspire yourself. And I'm a big fan of that. Like, you're not about to talk to me like that, and I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go before I have to let you go. And you're not about to change the way how I feel about myself or my attitude or my mood just because how you feel about yourself on the inside. I love me enough for the both of us. And that's even with a job, a person, a place, or a thing. Y'all know how I felt about Cincinnati. Like, hey, like, I love my city to death. Like, you know, like, yeah, I will go in, I will fight for whatever I have to do. But I know when we need to depart enough to fight, like, hey, I gotta go. I don't want to go back. I want to live here, but you know, I go visit. I'll do whatever I need to do. Like, but I'm not gonna do that. Like, don't be in environments that doesn't feed you love. Move away. Like, how can you fight for that? Like, I don't like this environment. It's not love, so I need to go on somewhere else because I'm not feeling the same love that I was feeling before in this environment. It's not healthy. If it's not healthy enough for your mental health, your physical health, or any of that, like, maybe it's time to go. And maybe it's your time. And that's just the universe pushing you into a path of where you need to be. Maybe it's God pushing you there. You know, maybe it's Allah, whoever you believe in. Like, it's whoever you believe in, the ancestors, they're pushing you to your highest potential path. And you staying in this environment is keeping you in this thing that's not helping you receive exactly what you need to receive. So I feel like if there's anything that I can tell you, I feel like work with Mercury, see how you need, what you need to do before the universe start tearing you up to make you see it. I'm one of them people like, you ain't got to do that to me too many times where I see a pattern and I'm like, nah, I got to jump out. I'm good, love, enjoy. I'm good, love, enjoy. You got it. Okay, you got it. You got it, girl. You got it. Hey, my Chris Brown voice. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, take the time out to really figure out how you need to communicate and where you need to communicate at, and how you can stand up for yourself in situations where you feel like you need to stand up for yourself in. You know, don't be the perfect neighbor. I like that girl. I like that. Like, do not be a Karen. Okay. But guys and women, all you people, take the time out to really love yourself, appreciate yourself for everything that you have been through and your path forward. People are like, what do you have planned? I said, I don't know. It's in the air. I don't know. I'm just here. I'm riding with the universe. I'm riding with God. I'm riding with my angels, my ancestors. I'm riding with everybody who ride with me. Like, I'm riding with the universe. I'm riding with the sun, the stars, the planets. I'm just riding with you got to learn how to just ride. You know what I'm saying? Just ride with the energy. There's nothing wrong with just when you ride in, that means you're trusting the person that's driving. And once you trust something so much that you just ride the path that you're on, can't nobody take that from you. People be so mad, man, you can't take nothing from me that you didn't give. You know, like, freedom is free. You just gotta free yourself. Like, you owe that to yourself. You owe that much to you. So just ride with the universe. You gotta trust the universe got something better for you. Like, if you love and you put that love energy out, that love's gonna come back to you. Like, I promise you, tenfold. Like, I ain't gonna hold you tenfold. Okay. But just ride. Take your time. Like some people ain't took a time just to ride sometimes. You so busy driving that you're not riding. And so you don't know how to ride. Like it took a long time as an Aries for me to want to ride. Y'all know what I mean. But fire signs, like sometimes it is a little hard for people that are like fire signs to ride because they are made to lead. Even Capricorns, they're riders, they're leaders, they're cardinal, especially my cardinal signs. The Libras, sometimes they're not used to just riding. You got to sit back and just ride and look pretty. Trust the universe got you. You got to trust the currency of the wave that you're in, that you know that ain't nothing going to happen to you because you're just riding. And you're riding with someone that you know that got your back, period. Like, just tenfold. Whoever you believe in, God, Allah, Muhammad Ali, I don't know. No, baby Jesus. Whoever you believe in, you just got to know they got you. Like, I always tell people, I'm not here to tell you what you believe in. That's not my job. Like, that's your job. I'm only accountable for me. That's it. But who you riding for? And what are you doing? So my question that I leave you all with before I close out is, when this Mercury retrograde starts to retrograde, take the time to see where your communication needs help at. And how can you use that energy that's bringing this up and make it work for you? Like, speak up for yourself more. Like, actually in every situation, not just some situations, but every situation. And just be okay with it's okay to speak up for yourself. Like, you need to be heard. Sometimes people need to hear that you deserve to be heard. Like, if you spend your time, your energy on that, you deserve to get what you get out of that. So if you're not getting what you want out of that, then you need to express that, but express it in a healthy way. If you know it's your time to leave, it's your time to go. It's just that. So how can you express that? Like, if you feel like something hurt you, how can you express this in a loving way and not so much anger? Even if it's like a communication thing with me, I'm like, hey, it's love. I came to you in love. If you didn't see me back in love, that just means that that's where your heart was at. That ain't mine. I'm still going to remain in love because that's where I want to be at. I always tell people that, like, yeah, like the old me, yeah, I'll meet you with that tempo because I can and will. You know what I'm saying? Still. But me, I don't want to come off love. I'm on my throne. I'm not getting down. Goodbye. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't have the time. So as a Sagittarius warrior with Mercury retrograding, how can you fight for the love? Like, especially if you're a person that you really want and you love, you're in a relationship, how can you just fight for this love more? How can you grow the love in your relationship to make it expand? Like, how can you do that? Are you willing to do that? That's a real big important thing. Like, are you willing to do that? Like, are you fighting for that? Like, every day is a fight. And fighting isn't always bad. Fighting is just love. It's passion. A lot of times people take fighting. Fighting is passion. It's dedication. Somebody who is a skilled fighter have passion, dedication, patience. Like, you got to have all these things and these qualities in order to be a great fighter. Compassion, understanding. Understanding is a big one. But yeah, guys, like, how can you take this and really see where you need to fight and communicate for yourself or stand up for you? I know a lot of you men sometimes deal with a lot of things in your life where y'all sometimes like, I don't want to say nothing. Like, y'all overlook that. No, you need to start speaking up. Like, you know that you didn't like this room. You didn't like this food. You need to speak up about it. I didn't like the food. Food was nasty. Like, can I get something else different? I'm sorry. I'm not going to go home hungry. I just paid for this food. Oh, it's all right. No, you used to be like, oh, it's all right. No, it's not all right. Hey, can we get something different or not? So take your time out to really love yourself and to think about this deeply about how you can show up for yourself. Okay. And where can you be the heaven warrior at it for yourself? How does that show up? And how do you show up for love? Because Sagittarius, they're some deep lovers. They're sensitive people too. So just throwing that out there. But guys, thanks for always tuning in and tapping into the Pretty Red ENT show. If you like this podcast, this episode, if it helped you, please leave a comment on any of my pages on every platform. My webpage is theprettyredentshow.podbean.com, but you can leave me a comment anywhere. YouTube, TikTok, anywhere, like Snapchat. That's where, my snappers. Y'all be listening to my podcast. I love y'all. Okay. But leave me a comment. Tell me how you really felt. And if you feel like you need to show up for yourself in an area. And even if you don't want to leave me a comment, like leave it for yourself. So that way you can see over this month how you're going to start showing up for yourself in areas where you don't show up for yourself. Like, just because you're saying something doesn't mean you're fighting either. It just means like, hey, I just don't agree. Can we come to common grounds? Can we have recourse? So, guys, tell me how you feel. Okay. All right, everybody. Okay, thanks for always tuning in, tapping into the Pretty Red ENT show. It's your girl, Goddess Naquita, aka Pretty Red ENT.